Hello everyone, welcome back to the Game Closet. Hey, Space Invaders has been around for a long time, since 1978 to be precise, and the arcade game brought in almost $4 billion before its 4th birthday. That's a lot of cash. Even the Atari 2600 had its own port of the game with 112 variations. Now, some feel it was the best port of the arcade game for home consoles, and there have been many ports and many sequels over the years, and 2022, it's the latest collection with 3 Space Invaders titles included. We have a lot to talk about.
Space Invaders Extreme.
Space Invaders Forever was developed by Taito and published by ININ. This interesting little package of goodness has 3 games included, and the first is Space Invaders Extreme, which was first introduced to us on the PlayStation Portable and Nintendo DS in 2008. This version of Space Invaders really changes the game up greatly. It's like playing Space Invaders inside of a dance club. They introduced colorful moving backgrounds, an electronic bumping soundtrack, and new sound effects to match the soundtrack. Extreme features a fast-paced change from the original game and less predictable formation and attack of the invaders. They appear in different formations and sizes throughout the game, and in smaller waves to be eliminated. The background will prompt the player to shoot certain colors of invaders in order to score bonuses and trigger some specific events. There are different types of power-ups in the game, and they're awarded for achieving specific actions, like, say, shooting the same colored invaders multiple times. Let's just say that there is so much going on in this game that it would be hard to get bored with the boss fights, the sub-bosses, the bonus levels, and the power-up rewards. Later updated versions on Xbox Live Arcade added 4-player multiplayer. However, we won't get the multiplayer version of Space Invaders Extreme in this collection. Of course, there are different game modes, like the main game, which offers a ladder-like bracket to climb the levels of the game, arcade free play mode, and the unlock enables Extreme mode. Space Invaders Extreme builds on the original game to make a fast-paced, fun game that'll keep you captivated. It's difficult to build on the original to make something better that will captivate customers. Now, sometimes it works out great, and sometimes it fails horribly. You're supposed to build up the original, not burn it to the ground. Ugh. I think they tried to catch lightning in a bottle with Space Invaders Gigamax for SE. It's not a bad game at all, but since this title came about in 2019 and Space Invaders Extreme 2008, it seemed they were trying to capture the same spirit of Extreme, but it doesn't feel as wild and unpredictable. There are plenty of fun facets to the game that can keep you engaged. Starting off with what seems to be an endless armada of invaders, your base must quickly fire shots before they descend to crush you. When it seems like you just may succeed, the remaining aliens are recalled into the gigantic mothership. Space Invaders Gigamax for SE does get a slight bit repetitive, but they actually do change it up quite a bit here and there. It is a very fun game, it just doesn't have that same random sort of feeling as Space Invaders Extreme has. Here I am at the end of the level, and of course, yay, I got an A, so that's not too bad. And the really cool part about this game is you can add another player at any time. They just have to insert their fake credits, and they can join you at any time. You can play simultaneous co-op with up to 3 friends with the ability to combine forces at certain points during gameplay in order to focus a more powerful fire upon the encroaching enemies. It's a really interesting way to engage players and make them fight a common foe. This can get you much further in the game than you could possibly get if you were playing all alone. Playing Space Invaders Megamax for SE is fun to play by oneself, but it's always more fun to play with a friend, and we love coming to play. Hey, watch it, bud. Who you calling bud, pal? Who you calling pal, friend? Who you calling friend, jackass? Don't call me a jackass. I just did call you a jackass. You all can go away now. Sorry, Scott. The last game in the collection is Arkanoid Versus Space Invaders from 2017. Since I'm playing this on the Switch, I have to play it in Tate mode and use the touchscreen, so that means no HDMI game capture on the Switch, so there's a camera over my shoulder. The basic idea here is that you're playing Arkanoid, but instead of just eliminating blocks, you're fighting Space Invaders, deflecting their laser fire in order to destroy them. Now, I am not really an Arkanoid fan, but the marriage between Arkanoid and Space Invaders is a match made in heaven. The touchscreen is perfect for controlling Veus rather than trying to use a joystick. I could easily be amused by this game for an hour to pass the time and pop a few invaders out of the sky.
Space Invaders Forever originally retailed at $39.99, and you can find it for right around $29.99 now at the time of the recording of this review. I bought it $22 used, and to be honest, that's probably the sweet spot for this small collection since you're only getting 3 games. So, grab your wallet and your keys, and head on out to the game store.
Hey, let's wrap it up. The guys want to go to Buffalo Wild Wings, and none of us have a driver's license.
Phones are such a pain in the tushy.
Let's go!
See ya!
Thank you for subscribing to Game Closet. It's absolutely free, and you can help us get to our next goal of 1,000 subscribers. Hit the like button so YouTube will share our videos to more and more cool people just like you. We will see you very, very soon.